sasakyan. Ha? Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Siyempre, kinakamusta rin po natin lahat ng mga nanonood sa atin sa 1PH on Signal TV, sa Channel 19 ng True TV Channel 19, and of course, ang Sunday replay sa RPTV Channel 9. At sa buong mundo po sa pamamagitan ng ating live stream sa Facebook ng Power and Play ng 1PH, and of course, sa YouTube channel. Kamusta po kayong lahat? Ako po si Noli Ialan. Ako medyo solo flight tayo ngayong araw pong ito dahil ang ating kaibigan at partner, si Partner Jera, ay merong mahalagang kailangang asikasuhin. Kaya enjoy muna dyan, partner. At next week ko, makakasama muli natin si Partner Jera. Nabanggit ko nga na ang ating pong paksang pag-uusapan ngayong araw pong ito ay tungkol sa napakahalagang bagay na edad. Edad. Alam niyo po ang atleta, sabi nga nila niyan, ang buhay daw ng atleta, depende of course sa sport na inyong nilalaruan, napakaikli. Hindi ho napakahaba yan. Kaya talagang sinasamantala ng mga atleta ang panahon na ibinibigay sa kanila. Ang isa po dyan ay of course ang basketball na ating kinagigiliwan. At dalawa po ang matinding bakbakan sa basketball na ngayon ay kinababalutan ng mga players na talaga namang napakababata. Alam niyo po doon sa NBA na ating pong pag-uusapan mamaya, yung laban po ng OKC Thunder at saka San Antonio Spurs ay itinatampok ang mga players na napakababata. If you will note mga kapatid, at tinignan po natin, ang OKC Thunder, ang isa sa pinakabatang koponan. Bagamat sila po ay defending champion, sila po ang isa sa pinakabatang koponan sa NBA. Ang kanila pong average age mga kapatid ay 25 taon lamang. 25 years old lamang po ng OKC Thunder. Mantakin nyo yun at sila po ay naghahangad na ng back-to-back championships dito po sa NBA. And syempre pinangungunahan sila ng kanilang back-to-back MVP na si Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Kasama na rin po ang ilang pang napakabatang mga manlalaro katulad ni Chet Holmgren, si Jalen Williams at iba't iba pa. Kaya naman po talagang pambihira at nakakahanga ang ginagawa po ng OKC Thunder na bagamat sila po ay relatively young. They are probably the third or fourth youngest team sa NBA. Ang pinakabata ho ay ang Brooklyn Nets na may edad na 24.1 years old average. Sila po ang pinakabata. Ang OKC ay 25 years old. Pero ang San Antonio Spurs, mga kapatid, na kanilang kalaban, at siya nga pala, ay maglalaro ng Game 3 ngayong araw pong ito, ay hindi naman ganong katanda. Pero sa pagdating po sa NBA, ganon na rin pong kabata. Ang San Antonio Spurs averages 26.8 years old. Aba, isipin nyo yan Kaya akala nyo yan ho ay bata sa kahit anong klaseng trabaho, yan ho ay tinuturing pa na medyo nagsisimula. Pero sa NBA, talaga naman hong may edad na daw ho, yung halos 27 anyos. Kaya nakakatuwa na isipin ang magiging takbo ng serye ngayon. Although alam natin na ang San Antonio ay nakaangkla sa kanilang generational star na si Victor Wembanyama na 22 anyos pa lamang. Kaya again, atin pong bibigyan kayo ng report on the ongoings at mamaya po makakasama natin dito sa ating pong paghimay ng NBA Finals ang isa natin pong correspondent live mula po sa New Jersey. At throughout the show, bibigyan po namin kayo ng update sa pangyayari sa Game 3, pivotal Game 3 ng San Antonio versus OKC sa Western Conference Finals. Mamaya din po, pinag-uusapan natin ang edad. Meron po tayong makakasamang atleta na bagamat siya po ay nagretiro na dati, ay bumabalik po sa laro ng basketball at kasama na niya ang kanyang anak. Nako, talaga namang mag-amang nagpapakita na maaaring matulungan ng ama ang kanyang anak at ika nga hindi masyadong indahin ang kanyang edad. Yan pong ating paksa. Kaya yung age does not matter. Ating pong pag-uusapan mamaya in our second hour and we will reveal our guest maya-maya. Pero syempre, ang isa pa natin tinututukan mga kapatid ay ang PBA. Kung saan, mga experienced, pero alam nyo, meron din mga batang player na mga naglalaro dyan sa kasalukuyan. At napakaganda po ng dalawang serye kagabi, naitabla na ng ng Meralco ang kanilang serye kontra TNT Tropang 5G at ang Barangay Ginebra pinataob naman ang Rain or Shine Elasto Painters para po itabla na rin ang seryeng yan. Kaya po yung dalawang series naman ng PBA 1-1 na rin ang ating pong serye. At yan po din ang ating pag-uusapan sa pagsisimula ng ating show ngayong Sabado ng umaga. So what's the score? Maliban sa PBA, of course, history has been made para sa Philippine basketball sa likod ng silver finish ng Gilas Women sa FIBA 3x3 Asia Cup. Bukod sa first ever podium finish ng bansa sa tournament, may tsansa pa ngayong makapasok sa 3x3 World Cup ang Gilas Pilipinas. At of course, karagdagan po dyan ang patuloy na napakainit na bakbakan sa PBA semifinals, yung pong PBA Commissioner's Cup. At kagabi, siya po ang isa sa mga nag-cover ng PBA semifinals at siya po makakasama natin ngayon. So what's the score? Tayo po'y natutuwang makasama muli ang ating kaibigan, coach and veteran basketball analyst, si Coach Ryan Gregorio. Magandang umaga, Brother Ryan.
Good morning, Commissioner Noli. Brother, magandang umaga sa iyo at magandang umaga rin sa lahat ng nakikinig dito sa iyong napaka-popular at very credible na programa.
Alam mo, kahapon pinapanood kita, Coach, talagang tuwan-tuwa ako sapagkat unang-una, syempre, pag si Coach Ryan po nag-a-analyze, iba ang dating sapagkat talagang nakikita niya ang lahat ng perspektibo. But in addition to that, I saw some stat during your coverage, Brother Ryan, na napakaganda ng first game statistics in terms of viewership ng PBA. We saw the number of views as well as likes, not only sa social media, but even during our mainstream coverage ng PBA. Coach, what do you attribute this very, very good start ng ating semifinals in terms of viewership ng ating mga fans?
Well, it's truly a great development for the PBA, yung pinakamamahal nating liga. There was a time na talagang hirap tayong maghikayat ng mga manonood na pumunta sa venues because of various reasons. Traffic, namamahalan sila and all that. But what we're seeing right now is a little bit of a renaissance sa ating liga. And the reason is because of the game, the brand of game that we are playing. We've probably seen the best of the PBA in this series. Great matchup between TNT and Meralco. Fantastic storyline between the Elasto Painters and the Barangay Ginebra. Not only are we seeing a jump in terms of viewership sa ating mga platforms, sa ating television ratings, but they're actually packing the stadium. So that is a huge development. Tribute should be given, of course, to the Office of the Commissioner and also with the production of Signal and also RPTV. Because in Game 1, Commissioner, 10,400 ang nanood sa Inares Antipolo. And in Game 2, a lot of people also trooped to the SMOA Arena to witness live yung napakaganda nating laban. And aside from that, aside from, of course, the players, aside from volleyball, aside from great lineup of imports, it is also the matchup between the coaches. Yung Ginebra, of course, with Tim Cohn and Dieng Yao, and also Luigi Trillo, and of course Coach Shotre. So these are the side events that people are trying to focus on just to enjoy Philippine brand of basketball again.
And syempre, Coach Ryan, nating napupuna na yung balanse, yung balanse ng mga teams, lalong-lalo na dahil yung mga, sabi nga natin nung araw, yung mga team na mga meron ng malalaking player, mukhang natabla dahil nga pumasok ang unlimited height imports. And that has been a very, very big attraction din, itong mga malahiganting players ng mga koponan, especially the quality na dinadala nitong mga players na to. So let me begin with that, Coach. Mukhang doon sa serye kahapon ng TNT at saka Meralco, nagkaroon ng malaking development. Yung nagkaroon ng, ang report nga ay partial tear of the Achilles tendon ni Manut Ball. Coach Ryan, it is a non-contact injury. Una-una, meron ka ba narinig latest tungkol dyan? And how does this change the whole complexion nitong, hindi lamang nitong sharing ito pati yung buong konferensya kung saan, kung umusod man ng TNT, maaring wala na si Bol.
That's truly a dampener, Commissioner. Napakalaking bagay yan, especially sa impact sa TNT. Because what we're seeing is a transformation already in the brand of game of ball, ball, Manut Ball. If you consider his performance, for example, in the first two quarterfinals game, they played 2 games against NLEX. He was still scoring at a high level, but he had 0 assists. So that means he was still not relying on his teammates. But after the players-only discussion that they had, things just changed. In the first game of their semifinals against Meralco, he scored 37 points and issued 8 assists, not to mention his 11 rebounds. So he was really playing team basketball, the concept under the system of Coach Chotre as well already being displayed. That is why when he was hit with this injury that we've seen so many times in the NBA, Halliburton, DiVincenzo, even Kobe Bryant also had the same kind of injury. That was truly something that we all felt bad. Even if you are just a casual basketball fan, you don't want to see it from a player who's playing at a high level, an NBA caliber player, and all of a sudden, there's going to be a change right now with the trajectory of that team.
Naku, talagang maraming concern ang lumalabas sa social media na ika nga mukhang we've seen the last of ball play in the PBA. Kaya Coach, in a situation like this, alam ko ikaw, you have been in situations like this in the past when you were coaching na all of a sudden hindi na available ang import mo. Nawala ang energy actually ng TNT kagabi. Tumaas naman ang sigla ng Meralco dahil nga dun sa development na yon. Ano ang sa tingin mong mangyayari dito? Is TNT do they have time to get a replacement? Is there even a chance na si Ronde Hollis Jefferson can be activated? What do you think, Coach Ryan? What is the best option right now for TNT?
Well, for Ronje, I do not think that he is ready to play in the next few days. I think he is still undergoing therapy and rehab. The next best thing for them is to look for a replacement import. They're playing again tomorrow. I am not certain if they can fly in an import from the US or any part of this world to be ready to play on Sunday. But definitely they will have ample time on Wednesday. So it is very difficult to go up against a team like Meralco without a strong import. So that is something that, of course, management together with the coaches will try to find out whether there is a live body available first for Sunday, and hopefully they can get the right import in time for Game 4 on Wednesday.
Kung ganon, Coach Ryan, ano ang adjustments pagdating sa locals ng TNT? We know that si RR Pogo has been playing so well. We've seen flashes of brilliance from Jason Castro. Ano ang sa tingin mo makikita nating adjustment mula kay Coach Chot Reyes?
Well, first, if they're gonna play with an all-Filipino lineup, it will be a difficult task for them because they're playing a team that has a 7-footer as an import. So from a rebounding standpoint, they have to gang rebound. From a defensive standpoint, they have to have schemes wherein they're going to double team the big import and also be quick enough to rush out to challenge the shooters of Meralco. They have to do a lot of new things just to make sure also that on the offensive end, they'll be able to get solid production from their locals, particularly Pugoy, which you've mentioned, who's been playing great in this series because of his ability to post up smaller defenders, his shooting from the outside. I think Oftana also was able to get his rhythm back. He's shooting at a very high percentage. And the other big guys also must also contribute. Brandon Gaduelas Rosser must be able to score a bucket of points. And also even Kelly Williams. But the key element in this series for TNT is the health of Jason Castro. Jason Castro has been playing great of late. And it is so sad that he was not able to facilitate to Manute Ball yesterday because of the absence of their big import. So that is really a big hole that TNT is trying to find solutions to.
One of the things I heard last night in the coverage by Coach Jude, nabanggit din niya yung the need for TNT, rather for Meralco on the other hand, not to be too complacent dahil nga nawala ang import na katulad ni Manute Ball. Coach, in this kind of situation, ano sinasabi ng coaches and ano sa tingin mo pa ang pwedeng palakasin ng Meralco so that they can continue with this momentum and sustain their success?
Meralco is always playing steady basketball. It is a situation for Meralco right now to just take advantage of TNT's lack of manpower. And of course, the dimension will be different. The chemistry will be different. There was an over-reliance on Ball in the initial games of the conference, but so far they're playing better music together. But of course, they also have to get their import involved. I believe that the import of Meralco Jones is still capable of scoring at least in the mid-20s or even in the 30s. So he has to get better in terms of his field goal percentage also. But it's good that they have Newsome, the stabilizer, the glue guy, who was able to contribute a lot of points yesterday, especially in the fourth quarter. So a lot of weapons for Meralco. Even Mocon was able to do a lot of damage. Cliff Hodge, of course, with his physicality and his energy, is enough to give more than 10 points for Meralco. So right now, that the momentum has definitely shifted towards the side of Meralco, and it's really up to TNT to match whatever energy that Meralco is capable of doing again for Game 3.
Before we leave Meralco and TNT, Coach, obviously defense wins championship so far. What has been more impressive? Who has had the more impressive defensive scheme dito sa seryeng ito for you?
Meralco is always known as a good defensive unit. That is why they're always there. Semifinals, and now they really have a golden opportunity to even advance. So Meralco's schemes, they like a lot of different looks on defense, on ball screen defense, and also with their defense against the perimeter players of TNT. And what is so impressive about Meralco is probably they are the best ball screen team on offense. They understand the angles, they understand their strength. That is why you get a lot of mileage from Meralco on pick and roll situations. It's up to the coaches of TNT to understand how to limit the production of ball screen system of Coach Nenad and of course Coach Luigi Trillo.
Puntahan natin ang kabilang serye, Coach Ryan. Alam mo, nabanggit ko in social media that napakaganda ng OKC San Antonio. A very exciting, high level, pero hindi magpapatalo in terms of intensity and energy itong ROS Ginebra series. Particularly in Game 1, of course, Game 2 was the same thing. Highly competitive. Both games may mga comebacks. May mga physicality. What has been the difference though between Game 1 and Game 2 that led to this Ginebra win in Game number 2, Coach Ryan?
Well, first off, this is definitely a sensational matchup between two teams. For Barangay Ginebra, there is a never say die spirit that we've known since the time of Jabo and now being embodied by Scotty Thompson. With the Elasto Painters, ang feeling nga ni Scotty Thompson, we play alike. Coach Yenga was able to rally his troops by saying, just show up, lumaban lang kayo. And that is exactly what we are seeing. The best thing that Ginebra did yesterday was they limited the production of the Elasto Painters in Game 1. The Elasto Painters only scored 74 points in the first 3 quarters. But Ginebra allowed them to score 41 in the fourth quarter, effectively finishing the game with a total of 115. That is over and above the 112 average of the Elasto Painters in the first 12 games. But yesterday, the biggest difference maker was their defense against Jalen Johnson. Jalen erupted for 40 in Game 1, only 19 in Game 2. From a production of 115 in Game 1, they were just down to 101. And that is the reason why Ginebra eventually secured a victory to tie the series.
Oo, malaking bagay yung turnaround ng depensa kay Jalen Johnson. Of course, it was Nokum who top scored for Rain or Shine with 20 points. And Johnson did not even make it to the 20-point mark. So again, a big drop from his performance back in Game 1. And obviously, malaking bagay ang matchup ng imports dito because they kind of cancel each other. Coach, but in terms of the pace nitong seryeng ito, it has been intense. It has been talagang napakabilis. Who is favored by this kind of pace, especially in a long series that is expected dito sa Ginebra Rain or Shine?
Fast-paced series or a fast-paced ball game or the tempo that is being controlled by the Elasto Painters definitely favors the Elasto Painters because that is the brand of game that we're used to seeing, that they're used to playing since day one. So every time they get an opportunity to quicken the tempo of the ball game, they will have an advantage because of their rotation. They have a deeper rotation, they utilize a lot of players, and effectively they will have fresher legs heading into the fourth quarter. So if they can just keep it close early in the game and they do not have to fight back a hole as deep as a 24-point deficit, they will always have a chance to win the game. Can you imagine? They were down by 24. They were able to trim it down to 4 points inside 4 minutes. That is the kind of firepower that they have. Unfortunately, they just ran out of time. And the other thing that, of course, is a cause of concern right now for Barangay Ginebra is the health of JB. There was an instance in the game that after he made the three-pointer, he looked at the direction of his coach and asked to be sub 4. And after that, he was never the same again. So that's something, again, that we have to look at. Healthy ba si JB? Healthy ba yung ibang players ng Ginebra? Particularly Chapet Aguilar, because for me, he is the main stopper of Jalen Johnson. He only played 12 minutes in Game 1 com. Limited action lang siya. He increased his minutes to close to 20 minutes in yesterday's game. And the result was better defensive coverage against the import of Rain or Shine.
Well, obviously, ang size ng Ginebra against also the size ng Rain or Shine has been key in this series. But, sabi mo nga, Justin Brownlee will be always Justin Brownlee. He was still 31 and 15 last night. Very, very productive. But, again, questions about his condition going into game number 3. But there's been one guy, yung pinakamaliit na player who has been outperforming everybody para sa seryeng ito. RJ Abarientos has been a picture of consistency, Coach Ryan. Describe the impact of his game dito sa Ginebra as well as in this series.
He is just unguardable. He is just so good in terms of using his dribbling skills to elude his defender. He uses the ball screen so well that the coverage is always very difficult because he can pop for a mid-range jumper. He can use his step back to create a separation for him to launch shots from the three-point area. He has limited range that when he's open from the 4-point line, he can also shoot it. And the best part is, if he sees an open lane downhill, he can also use his quickness to blow by you. But the best attribute on the game of RJ Abarientos is his unpredictability. He is just a super player right now, could be, and I believe that he will be the best player of the conference. So that is one thing that the coaching staff of the Elasto Painters must be able to do. That is just to limit. You cannot stop a guy like RJ Abarientos. Just limited touches and bring down his percentage. Because so far, in the first 2 games at least, he is simply oozing with so much confidence. And that has to change in order for the Elasto Painters to have an increased chance of winning the series.
Grabe ang pinapakita ni RJ. Of course, on the other hand, it has been matched not only by one person but a gang para sa Rain or Shine. We've seen so many players stepping up for this team, including a guy that, ako personally, I've been so impressed. Jonard Clarito has been amazing, particularly in game number 1. Then he came up also in game number 2. Did you see this coming, Coach, itong si Clarito moving up so quickly dito sa sistema ni Coach Yengyao?
I was never surprised because may magic talaga itong si Coach Yengyao into transforming players who are still rough on the edges when they start their PBA career and ultimately become very important players, not just in their respective teams or not just with the Alyssa Painters, but also very relevant in the PBA. Case in point is that guy, Jonard Clarito. The guy always plays with so much energy, but at times he goes uncontrolled. But right now, he's playing with so much energy and a lot of control. He was only good for 8 points per ball game in the first 12 games in this conference. And then in this series, more than 20 points per game. He practically told this team for an opportunity to win the game yesterday. But sayang lang kinapo sila. But the guy plays both ways. He plays tough defense. He plays fantastic offense. He goes for loose balls, gets a lot of opportunities for offensive rebounds. And the best thing is, he is fearless. Yan ang pinaka-importante dito kay Jonard Clarito. So he got the memo, Commissioner, when he was challenged by his coach to fight. He's there every single time.
A three-way scorer, can shoot from the outside, can bang inside, and is a tremendous facilitator as well. Coach, before we leave this series, key to the semifinals between Rain or Shine and Ginebra in this almost just a best of 5 na lamang ngayon. What do you think will be the key that will tilt this series, Coach Ryan?
For the Alyssa Painters, my honest assessment is if their import Jalen Johnson is aggressive, it's very difficult for Barangay to stop him because he can shoot from the outside. He has a very strong body, but he has to be aggressive. I thought there were many instances yesterday wherein he complained too much. That is why he was slow in getting back on defense. He was complaining because of a perceived non-call. If he can just replicate his performance in Game 1, tataas yung tsansa ng Alyssa Painters to win at least Game 3. Now for Ginebra, it is all about health status. How healthy is Justin Brownlee? Is he going to play Justin Brownlee basketball in Game 3? How good will Japet Aguilar be in Game 3? Because those are the things that can tilt the balance. It is just health for Barangay Ginebra and the aggressiveness of Jalen Johnson and his willingness to score as many points as possible.
And of course, with all of that and the sideline matchup between two of the best coaches we have today, si Coach Tim Cone at si Coach Yengyao, it has been a magnificent series to watch. Abangan nyo po yan. Tuloy-tuloy. Game number 3 will happen tomorrow. Kaya abangan po natin ang dalawang napakagandang serye ng PBA Commissioner's Cup. Coach Ryan is also, of course, mga kapatid, the 3x3 director para sa, or Gilas 3x3 director ng Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas. Coach, unang-una, before anything else, alam natin na naipasa na yung naturalization ni Malik Diouf at saka ni Elizabeth Means sa pamamagitan ng Republic Act 12318 at 12319. Your reaction, Coach Ryan, sa bago nating kababayan na si Malik at si Beth?
Definitely happy with the development, although there are still 2 steps just to officialize and formalize their naturalization. Number 1 is publishing in an official gazette and newspaper with general circulation, and the last is their oath with the Bureau of Immigration, if I'm not mistaken. So these 2 players will definitely be a huge part of what we're trying to achieve on both genders, meaning Malik will play for the male and Beth will play for the female. What do they bring to the table? It's really their height, their length. A 7-footer Malik, if he just puts his hands up, He will be a beast defensively. He can block shots and he can also score inside. For Beth, also height and experience. He played Division One basketball in the US. He's been playing with our women's team for a long time. Chemistry will never be an issue. And we're seeing a lot of great progress for the two disciplines that we have. We know that for the men's team, we were able to make it to the quarterfinals in the Asia Cup, something that we have not done for a long time, and also made it to the semifinals in the Asian Beach Games. So we're seeing progress. That is important. On the other hand, for the women's team, incredible finish for them. You mentioned it briefly, Commissioner. We made it to the finals. Eventually, we lost to Australia, but we can actually say that we're the best in Asia. In the Asia Cup for bagging that silver medal, and we made it also to the finals, bagging the silver medal again in the Asian Beach Games. But eventually, we lost to China. But what is the most significant thing, Commissioner? We made it to the World Cup. We're flying next week to Poland as one of the best out of 20, and try to gain wins in that very high level basketball 3x3 in the world.
Alam mo, in 2010, when 3x3 was introduced by FIBA, I was in the World Conference ng FIBA. And again, the hope that I was told by Patrick Bowman, the Secretary General at that time, was that countries like the Philippines, na talaga namang magaling, yun lang kulang sa laki, ay may chance ang makapasok sa Olympics, makalaban sa World Cup at manalo, magkaroon ng podium finish. And obviously 3x3 is an opportunity for this country. So you think itong ating silver medal finish sa Asia Cup, Coach Ryan or Director Ryan in this case, wearing that second hat, nagbago ang perception ng mga Pilipino tungkol sa 3x3 program natin?
The way I am positioning 3x3 is it is no longer a side event. It is a centerpiece event. Before, people were saying, okay, if I'm not going to make it to 5-on-5, I'll use 3x3 as a fallback position for me. That is not the case anymore. And every time I talk to players, I always present it in such a way that 3x3 will improve your individual basketball skills, will improve your game. 3x3 will also help you out in terms of your understanding of the 5-on-5 game. 3x3 will give you an opportunity to wear the national team colors, Gilas Pilipinas, something that you can be proud of. And finally, 3x3 will give you an opportunity to be in the Olympics. So those are the four major elements that will signify and show that 3x3 is definitely a centerpiece event. It is not a sideshow.
Are you considering building a permanent pool or is there already a permanent pool para sa 3x3, Director Ryan, na katulad ng ating national team sa 5-on-5?
What is happening right now, Commissioner, is we have a very, very strong professional team, which is the PBA. If there is a breakthrough, the PBA now is willing to lend their players to us pretty much the same concept and understanding with 5-on-5. Thanks to, of course, to the generosity of the PBA board led by Coach Al Francis Chua and of course Ronald Dolatri, who's been helping us with the program, and the commissioner. So for as long as we tell them that there is a tournament happening, they can let us players. So because of the strength of our 5-on-5 professional team, together with the strength of college tournaments like the AP and the NCAA, it's really very difficult to come up with a team that will just play 3x3. So what we're doing right now, together with our trainers, Coach Kirk Collier, Coach Patrick Fran, and Coach JJ Espanola, is first we identify the kind of tournaments that FIBA will play. For example, next month, it is under 21. So we're trying to get the best under 21 players to compete in an age group level. A month from that, it is under 23. So we're also trying to get the best under 23 players from the NCAA and from the AP to compete together and form the best unit as the best way we can. Now for our seniors team, we more or less have a solid core already. So what we need is, because now they're being lent by their PBA teams, What we need right now is for them to practice together and develop better chemistry. So it is a customized kind of a 3x3 team for us, but I am certain that it will work, especially with the arrival of Malik Diu. Remember, Com, we only need to come up with 4 players. I think the Philippines is capable of coming up with 4 solid players to compete internationally.
Well, kung ang Mongolia is doing very well in 3x3, I don't see why the Philippines cannot make it to the same level, especially sa pagdating na sa international competitions. Coach Ryan, before I let you go, I guess ang katanungan is Malik and Elizabeth going to be available for 5-on-5? Ngayon na sila ay naturalized. Is that an option that they have been given?
I have to check that, Com. I'm not certain about that, but when we presented them, it was really for 3x3. But I will get back to you on that one. But we have a lot of 5-on-5 players. If both right, it's coming soon. So it is very, again, it's very exciting. It's a huge development for Philippine basketball.
Absolutely. We still have Ange Kwame, of course, on the table. Nandiyan pa ang Justin Brownlee and Benny Boatwright. So again, a lot of options for the Philippines and Philippine basketball, but obviously, Philippine basketball is in good hands, lalong-lalo na pag si Coach Ryan ang mahawak ng 3x3 program. Alam mo, mga kapatid, itong sinasabi ko, itong mga Gregorio, kapatid ko po lahat yan. Kaya ako'y tumantuwa dahil Philippine sports is in good hands with Chairman Pato at the PSC. Si Coach Ryan na hindi lamang 3x3 program director but also a terrific analyst. And of course, Coach Alan who has been taking care of the broadcast as well. Really, really proud of you guys. Again, good luck, Coach Ryan, and kita-kita tayo sa next PBA semifinal game.
Maraming salamat, Commissioner, and thank you again for the opportunity to speak in your program. Thank you very much to you.
Maraming salamat. Mga kaibigan, ating po kaibigan, ewan ko kung ito yung pinakamagandang lalaki. Yun ang sinasabi niyo sa akin. Yung pinakamagandang lalaking Gregorio daw. Maraming salamat. Coach Ryan Gregorio, talking to us about the PBA semifinals and of course the 3x3 program. Very exciting what's in store for Philippine basketball. Alright, bago po tayo magpatuloy, syempre isa pong paalala mula sa ating mga kaibigan sa Smart. Puso Pilipinas is a movement to celebrate the Filipino athlete powered by Smart. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube. Get a chance to win exclusive Puso Pilipinas merch by sharing their Facebook page in your social media accounts with hashtag Puso Pilipinas. The Giga Life app is the latest mobile app from Smart that lets you discover and enjoy your passions with the different Giga promos. It can be downloaded and used by Smart Postpaid, Smart Prepaid, Bro Prepaid, and TNT subscribers via the Apple or Google Play Store. What can the Giga Life app do for me? Check your balance, monitor current subscription, top up using debit credit card, subscribe to the latest Giga promos, monitor your data consumption, auto-detect your mobile number when you are connected to Smart Network, one-tap subscription to the most popular offer, Giga Video 99. And of course, Power and Play is powered by Smart. Live more today!
Thank you!
Sa amin pong pagbabalik, ang ating pong pag-uusapan, Casio Bash. And of course, mamaya po ang ating NBA roundup at update doon po sa conference finals ng NBA. Lahat po yan sa Power and Play. Hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo, Photon, Joyride at ng N Plus Gold. Ang oras po natin, 8:42 ng umaga. This time check is brought to you by Ultima and by M2 Veggie Drink. Drink your gulay.
I dare to be a voice of my generation, to inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai's stories on Twitter and share yours with Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day, plus data for all sites.
Simple, smart ako.
public service, entertainment on 105.9 True FM. Laging true sa'yo, kapatid.
With Technogas Technique, cooking isn't just about making meals. It's about creating moments. Discover safe, durable, and high-performing kitchen appliances built to last with Technogas Technique. From cooking ranges and range hoods to built-in hobs, ovens, and other kitchen appliances, Technogas Technique is designed to bring elegance and efficiency to your kitchen. Experience Italian kitchen excellence with Technogas Technique, your cooking partner. That's the Technogas Technique.
Buong pagmamalaki naming binabati ang Queen of FM Radio. Nagdaog na naman si DJ Chacha bilang Best Female Radio DJ sa Pagdasig 2026 Communication and Media Students' Choice Awards. Daghang salamat sa Bachelor of Arts in Communication Program ng Leyte Normal University sa pakikipagtulungan ng Bachelor of Arts in English Language Program at Asian Development Foundation. Tinuod, isang ang alagad ng komunikasyon at pagdasig o inspirasyon si DJ Chacha. Congratulations, kapatid!
Kaya ba, Daniel?
Sige lang, Direk. Kayang-kaya.
Ikaw ang magsasabing kaya mo to.
Ang liwanag na nasa loob mo, pasiklabin with Cobra Energy Drink. May Immune Plus, B vitamins, taurine, ginseng at inositol. Dahil
Ikaw ang liwanag sa
Daniel Padilla po, Cobra Energy Drink. Para sa akin, pag meron ka nito, wala kang talo.
Ang iniinom na Cobra Energy Drink ni Daniel Padilla, 18 pesos SRP lang. Mabibili sa inyong suking tindahan.
Balita, impormasyon, public service, entertainment, music, inspiration. Totoo, tunay, tapa.
Naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Mainit at makabuluhang talakayan tungkol sa sports, kumpleto yan dito sa Power and Play. Mula sa mga paborito at naglalakihang atleta hanggang sa mga natatanging Pinoy sports figures na dapat nyong makilala. Ihahatid yan dito sa Power and Play. Naimbag na bigat kada kayo amin sa lahat po ng ating mga sukis sa San Esteban, Ilocos Sur, and of course, dyan po sa hilagang bahagi ng ating ng Luzon, lalo-lalo na sa Baguio City. Kamusta po kayong lahat? Siya nga pala, bago ako magpatuloy, gusto ko lang pong batiin ng isang happy birthday. Lahat ng mga nagsasapit ng kanilang mga birthday, lalong-lalo na po ang aking pinsan, si Cliff Ayala. Si Cliff po ay kapatid ng ama ni Alex Ayala, ang ating pong pinagmamalaking tennis pride. Happy birthday, Insan. Magkita-kita tayo mamaya. And of course, gusto ko ring batiin ng isang happy birthday ang kasama po natin ditong tumutulong sa Power and Play all of these years. Kasama ko po siyang nagsimula itong show na to 8 years ago. Walang iba kundi si Tita Chris, Tita Tina, Tita Christina Stoner Tan. Happy birthday, Tina. Matagal-tagal na tayong hindi nagkikita, but again, enjoy your birthday from all of us here sa Power and Play. Ako si Tina po ay talagang tumulong para simulan itong show na ito na hanggang ngayon po ay going on strong. Alright, bago natin ipasok ang ating susunod na segment, syempre, meron po tayong pinamimigay ng mga premyo dito po sa Power and Play tuwing Sabado. Galing po sa Joyride Super App, ang inyong bagong kasundo sa ating pong Joyride Top Up promo kung saan pwede kayong manalo ng 1,000 pesos JRPay wallet credits. Napakadali lang po para sumali. Download lamang ang latest version ng Joyride Super App. Kuhanan ng screenshot ang app's home screen. Ipadala ang screenshot via PM sa PNP FB page along with your full name at registered Joyride mobile number at may chance na po kayo manalo ng 1,000 pesos JRPay wallet credits na pwede nyo pong magamit sa Joyride Delivery, Joyride MC Taxi o Motorcycle Taxi, Joyride Taxi Cab, Joyride Car, at ng Joyride Super Taxi Airport Edition. Lahat po yan mula sa Joyride Super App. Alright, and of course, sidestep lang tayo sandali para sa ating segment. Tuwing Sabado, ito po ang tinatawag nating This or That. Panoorin po natin ito. And This or That, ang This or That ay hatid sa atin ng M2 Veggie Drink. Drink your gulay. Mag M2 Veggie Drink na. Mga kapatid, linggo-linggo ay meron tayong maswerteng winner ng M2 Veggie Drinks. Pero paano nyo makukuha yan? Madali lang po. Every week, abangan ng aming featured sports personality sa official FB page ng Power and Play. Pahuhulaan namin sa inyo ang kanyang naging sagot sa aming 5 This or That questions. Yan po yung makikita ngayon. Yan po mga katanungan natin. Ang may pinakamaraming tamang sagot at naunang mag-post ng kanyang entry ang siyang ating magiging winner. At ngayong linggo ang ating sports royalty, one of the well-known basketball icons and government public servant, si Dondon Hontiveros. At yan po mga katanungan natin sa kanya, basketball noon o basketball ngayon, Prime San Miguel o Prime Alaska Aces, Dondon Era o Isis Basketball Generation, yan po yung anak niya. Mas mahigpit na Dondon as a teammate o mas mahigpit as a father at malunggay o okra. Mamaya alamin natin ang kanyang mga naging sagot sa ating This or That, hatid sa inyo ng M2 Veggie Drink. Drink your gulay. Alright? And at this point, ipasok na po natin ang ating susunod na segment, ang masaya at lagi niyong iniintay na Casio Bash. At ang Casio Bash ay hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Tigo, Love Your Journey. At ngayong araw pong ito, kasama natin. Naku, buti naman. Makakasama ko sila dahil inulila ako ni partner Jera, ang ating pong mga kaibigan at mga suki. Walang iba kung hindi si Luisa Morales at si Kate Reyes. Magandang umaga, Louie and Kate. Thanks for joining us.
Magandang umaga, Kate.
Morning Louie and Com. Nice to be here again.
Oo, talagang summer na summer ang look mo, Kate. Saan ba ang bakasyon? Masarap ba ang bakasyon natin? Medyo nag-uulan na, no?
Wala pa.
Ha?
May Alex na, Com.
Oo nga Kaya nga, French Open na I wanna ask you about that before pasukin natin ang ating mga COB items. Kate, ang haharapin ni Alex ay itong si Iva Jovic, matalik na kaibigan ni Alex. First round ng French Open. Back to top 40 si Alex muli sa WTA. Are you excited? What are you expecting from Alex? Ngayon na mukhang gumaganda na yung kanyang performance sa clay court.
Super high expectations, Com, kasi mas maganda nga yung performance niya sa surface na to this year compared to last year. Mas nag-struggle siya sa clay last year So, very positive. And si Alex din, parang mas positive yung dating niya Yung pagka nagkikwento siya about it sa mga interviews niya. And yan nga, exciting yung first round ng French Open kasi nga friend niya. And twice sila naglaro sa doubles this year.
Oo. And of course, nakita natin ang performance niya against the number 2 player in the world, si Elena Rybakina. And bagamat natalo din siya dito sa last match niya against sa Strasbourg, doon sa isang medyo quirky, no? yung laro nung Ukrainian. Pero again, she looks more comfortable now sa pagdating sa clay court performance ni Alex. And abangan po natin yan. That will begin tomorrow. Ang French Open, May 24. Magsisimula na doon sa Paris, but of course, hindi pa natin alam actually ang schedule ni Alex. Alam mo na ba, Kate, kung may laban na siya?
Tomorrow, boss Com Sunday.
Mukhang may laro na siya bukas.
Pero wala pang oras.
Wala pang oras. Alright.
To be determined yung
To be determined, alright. Siyempre, aabangan po natin lahat yan dyan sa Roland Garros. On the other hand, Louie, alam mo may napabalita na ang B-League is going to be playing their first overseas game dito sa Manila. Pambihira, no? Isipin mo, yung Japan Basketball League, ito po yung B-League, maglalaro sa September 9 and 10, yung Levanga Hokkaido versus Gunman Crane Thunder dito po sa Manila. What do you see with this, Louie? Anong pakay dito ng B-League, and how do you think will this impact Philippine basketball for that matter?
I think it's a mixture of a lot of celebration. So it's actually the 10th anniversary po ng B-League, no? And we know din naman within the history of the B-League, and dami rin naman nga po talagang dumaan na basketball players na Pinoy po dyan, no? Ever since si 30, I think before the pandemic, he was the first ever Filipino basketball player na mag-import sa B-League. But since then, sobrang dami na siguro. Like even si the players like yung mga nasa na ngayon, si Jordan Heading, mga naglaro na rin sa B-League yan at one point in their careers, no? So I think the goal here is really to show Japanese basketball, no, for the Philippines. Actually, yesterday I was in the finals week event nila, no, sa Mega Mall. We actually talked to Francis Lopez, no, who's now playing for the Fighting Eagles Nagoya naman sa Japan, and he was saying na he's really excited kasi it's really different, no. We do love basketball, but of course it's the Philippine basketball and Japanese basketball is very different. So I'm really expecting that a lot of people, kumbaga, kung hindi ka man like super fan nitong mga players, obviously Levanga will feature Dwight, and Gunma does have AJ Edu, no, so two Gilas players. But even if you're not super fans nitong dalawang player na to, I feel like if you're a genuine basketball fan, there's really curiosity in terms of kung paano po ba sila maglaro and yung difference din nila for Philippine basketball. And I think the long term would be, of course, looking and learning for the audience as well kung ano ba yung high level basketball sa ibang bansa din.
Ako sana nga, ang isang inaasahan ko, sana kahit papaano magkaroon ng cooperation, yung dalawang liga, yung B-League at saka ang PBA, na eventually magkaroon tayo ng some kind of a dual meet, some kind of an all-star game, some kind of even an event that can really put together these two leagues, dahil nakikita natin ng possible synergy, including getting some Japanese basketball players to play sa PBA. That's something that I think should be the impact at resulta nito magiging exhibition dito sa Maynila. You know, one of our topics ngayong araw pong ito ay yung sinatawag nating age does not matter pagdating sa sports. Pero mukhang itong serye ng OKC at saka ng San Antonio, it is showing that age does matter dahil napakabata nitong mga player nitong nagpapakita. I want to ask the two of you, do you think that that is going to be the trend? That is the way teams are going to be built. Ngayon na nakikita nating very successful itong OKC at saka San Antonio sa kanilang rise to prominence sa NBA, na pabata ng pabata ang mga players. I'll begin with you, Kate.
Yes, definitely. Grabe yung Wemby, no? Grabe, may pinatunayan after, losing the MVP honors, may pinatunayan. Grabe din po kasi yung grit and yung perseverance na pinanggagalingan ng loob eh. Pag buo yung loob, iba yung performance. And I think sabi nga sa mga Gen Zs, di ba, may some sort of entitlement daw yung mga bata ngayon. And siguro ito, pagka tinranslate mo siya sa sports, buo din yung loob nila. So, tingin ko doon nagagaling yun, and I think that would be the trend nga. Ikaw, Louie?
Louie?
I think, of course, yung age does play in terms of, parang kung gaano katikas pa yung mga katawan nitong mga player na to, no? Especially a grueling 82-game season, a regular season, and then you go with the playoffs, lahat best of 7. So definitely yung physical part of it, no, malaking bagay yung age. Sabi nga natin na father time is always undefeated, although nakikita natin the likes of LeBron or the likes of even Steph Curry, nakikita ko pa rin naman to have those types of games, pero really consistency would need more of parang healthier bodies, yung mga kahit nababangga ng konti, hindi pa nasasaktan, pero kumbaga as you grow older, no, that's more difficult. So definitely investing in younger talent in any sport, kumbaga, is the way to go talaga. Of course, not to shake off yung veteran leadership ng mga older players, no. Hindi naman natin sila inisasantame, but definitely when you look at yung longevity ng isang program, yung talaga, younger players, of course, is the way to go.
And of course, these younger players are not getting any poorer. They're getting richer and richer by the day. Si Wembanyama, mga kapatid, is expected to sign a contract in the vicinity of 320 million by July 6. So, again, pambihira ang perang pinaglalabanan dito sa NBA. But again, they all deserve it with the kind of basketball they've shown us in this particular level. Alright, we'll go to our Casio Bash. Alam na ninyo ang drill dito. Simple lamang. We'll give you 3 items to discuss. Kung kayo sangayon, cash. Kung walang seal of approval, bash. Of course, ang importante dito, ang opinion nyo lamang. And bato-bato sa langit, tamaan, huwag magagalit. At unahin na natin ang ating unang topic for the morning. Balik sa national team si Alyssa Valdez makalipas ang 3 taon. Casio Bash. Malapit nang matapos ang prime ni The Phenom at dapat na niyang simulan ang career sa coaching at training ng next generation. I'll begin with you, Kate. Go!
Kung sa volleyball, it's the same people na coaching the pros and coaching the collegiate. So parang ramdam mo na may kakulangan din talaga sa sa tao, sa coaching, sa scene. But for Ate Alyssa, not yet, pero cash ako dito, but not too soon. It could be a great start. Itong pagbabalik niya sa Alas, it would be more of a mentorship role. Kasi nga, puro younger yung mga kasama niya. And she has the capacity to do it. Pero for somebody who for so long has been the face of Philippine volleyball, mataas yung pressure sa kanya to go on that coaching route just yet. Pero ilang beses niya naman nang sinabi na gusto niya. And feeling ko si Ate Alyssa, marami pa siyang gustong matutunan bago siya mag-jump into it. So, there's that. Pero cash tayo dyan, pero not yet.
Alright. Okay, Louie?
Ako naman bash po muna ako dito, no. As much as totoo po na talagang we're past yung quote-unquote prime ni Alyssa, she really has a lot left in the tank, no. If anything po, yung recent championship ng Creamline sa PVL All Filipino Conference is really a testament to that, no. Obviously, she's not as athletic as she used to be, but I think her decision making, yung leadership niya, and yung really clutch gene, kumbaga game closer, no, is still really important to the national team at this point. Actually po, we're set to award Alyssa with Miss Quality Minutes Award, no, sa PVL press corps po later this month, because really, she really does still have what it takes to be a legitimate contributor sa isang team, whether it be Creamline or Alas, no. But of course, kailangan pa rin na we need to be looking future forward when we plan for our national team. And alam naman din po ni Alyssa yun. I think she's very aware with what she can do physically and kung ano yung kailangan sa kanya ng team. And right now, actually, the PNVF is looking to flank Alyssa with young stars, no, mga collegiate standouts and really young teams in Farm Fresh and Zeus Coffee. Yun yung mga possible na mga kasama niya sa pool, no. So I think it will be a good mix of veteran experience and yung mga bata nga na mga kasama ni Alyssa. And looking forward to her career. I think her role as an ate in both the pros and the national team will also be kumbaga paving the way for her on whether she takes a coaching route or maybe even a staff route with the next few years sa mga volleyball teams na. But I think at this point, maaasahan pa rin natin ang Phenom when it comes to the national team.
Well, the fact that she is part of the national team is a great sign. Obviously, kaya niya pa maglaro. Even the coaches agree with that. Although sabi nga natin, and we all agree, na maybe it's no longer her prime, but still, the experience is invaluable. Pero at the end of the day, I've always believed in passing the torch. I've always believed na hindi pwedeng masyadong patagalin ang paghawak or pagstay, no, and trying to pipigain mo. I think it's better that you retire on top. I'm not saying that she should retire. I just think that it's about time that maybe she passes on her knowledge, and I think itong kanyang pagtungtong muli sa national team is a good opportunity to begin this transfer of knowledge to the younger players. But at the end of the day, Alyssa will always be a legend wherever she goes, whether she remains as a player or whether she becomes a coach. So we wish her all the best. Sana nga ay magpatuloy ang legend ni Alyssa Valdez. Alright, let's go to our second item of the morning. Naku, ito'y masakit na balita para sa TNT Tropa fans, lalong-lalo na sa mga fans ni Bol. Out for the playoffs na si Bol. matapos ang Achilles injury sa Game 2 ng Commissioner's Cup Semifinals laban sa Meralco. Casio Bash, Meralco bolts na ang a-advance sa finals lalo't mahihirapan ng TNT na humanap ng kapalit na import. I'll begin with you, Luisa. Go!
Honestly po, I want to say na first, I do feel for TNT and Volleyball, no? Very unfortunate talaga itong nangyari sa kanya in Game 2 and very early on pa, no? I think it was the first quarter na na-suffer niya yung injury. But, at this point, cash po ito sa akin, no? Kasi this isn't taking anything away from the locals of TNT. Nakita rin naman po natin talaga kagabi na talagang lumalaban sila even without their import, no? With the likes of RR and Calvin of Tana, no? Talagang pinakita naman nila na lalaban sila kahit wala si Ball. But definitely sobrang malaking bagay na magiging all Filipino sila at least until maybe tomorrow. But of course, pivotal always ang Game 3 sa isang 7-game series, no? Unless magagawan talaga ng paraan ng TNT na makahanap na kapalit ng import in a short amount of time. But knowing also na magaling ang import ng Meralco na si Marvin Jones, talagang even with ball, he's able to keep up, no? And now na mababawasan talaga ang TNT, kumbaga we can expect na aarangkada sila. Of course, we'll still need to see how the games go. Syempre, alam naman natin, parang bilog ang bola, no? But at this point, very dehado na talaga ang TNT when it comes to this series without ball.
Masakit talaga yan. Kate, Casio Bash.
I agree with Louie, cash din sa akin to. Although we all know nga TNT is already eyeing for replacement. Si Chris and Dace yata yung inaay nila and kausap na daw nila. Pero sabi nga ni Louie, wala na talagang masyadong leeway for adjustment si TNT. And Meralco also has gone deep and Meralco naman has proven capable of being there and not entirely import reliant, 'di ba? You have yung locals ng Meralco, sila Chris Newsom, JV Mocon, hardworking din talaga and hindi nga sila import reliant. So for me, looking at it, it's really gonna be there. Na although sabi nga bilog ang bola, hindi naman natin alam kung anong ina-expect natin na magiging kumbaga plan B ng TNT after this and we can't underestimate that. Even Meralco can't underestimate that. But for me, it's Meralco. So, cash.
Well, I have to agree with you. Although, syempre, nasa gitna rin tayo minsan na hindi natin malaman kung anong klaseng import ang papasok sa kanila. But we have to remember, Meralco was a higher ranked seed nung pumasok pagdating dito sa semifinals. So they played very consistently with Marvin Jones sa lineup nila and this lineup is hindi to pipitsugin, hindi pwedeng itulak, no? So talagang even yun pa lamang may laban na sila even with a ball powered TNT. When now without ball and a few days to get an import, may adjustment pa yan, may chemistry issues, we don't know what they're gonna get. So dehado ang TNT dito and if that is the question, kung kaya ng Meralco mag-advance at a-advance ba sila, I have to say cash as well dahil iba pa rin ang matagal nang naglaro kasama ng inyong local support. Alright, let's go to our third and final issue of the morning. Official na naturalized Filipino citizens sina Malik Diouf at Elizabeth Means at makakalaro na sila sa National Team 3x3 program kagaya na sinabi ni Coach Ryan. Coach Casio Bash, dapat gayahin ng Pilipinas ang ilang mga bansa at magbigay ng pasaporte sa mga mas batang player para makalaro sila sa local or as a local base sa FIBA rules. Go, Kate!
Yes, cash yan for me. Ang tagal ng issue niya, naging issue rin yan kila Vanessa De Jesus, 'di ba? So definitely cash, ang tagal ng problema ng Philippine passport among Phil-foreigners. Pero ang tricky part kasi diyan from our end is scouting who is worth investing ng bata pa lang. Pero may mga careers kasi na hindi nagfo-flourish. Pero honestly, kung bibigyan ng budget ito, what is there to lose? Opportunity pa rin para dun sa tao na makalaro sila, reconnect with their roots, experience Philippine basketball, 'di ba? Whatever happens. So, win-win pa rin siya. Kung kaya ng budget natin na maupuan siya para hindi na siya maging problema moving forward, hindi mag-cause ng delay sa, sa plans for the national team, then by all means, 'yan.
All right. Louie?
Para sa akin, cash na cash po, no? Actually, to some extent, no, we've been doing this naman in the past few years. Although, I think it's more obvious for the Gilas women, no? Credit to former head coach Pat Aquino, and he is now still involved in the grassroots program, no? But he really did his part in making sure to scout talent early. Kasi nga, napansin na natin na merong ganitong trend, no? Na FIBA doesn't allow players to suit up as locals, so if they don't get their passport before 16, no? So actually, marami tayong players po ngayon na eligible to play as locals na mga Phil Foreign, like let's say si Naomi Panganiban, si Somea Sugapong, Gabby Ramos, and even si Sofia Dignadice, no? So maaga po silang naagapan when it comes to giving them Philippine passports. They were actually part, at least yung si Panganiban, Sugapong, and Ramos po, no? They were actually part of the Gilas Women Youth Team. So mga U14, U16 po sila at the first entry nila to the national team. They already had their passports. So right now, when they're moving up na po to yung prime talaga ng career nila with the seniors team, they are able to play locally, no? So maganda rin, I think, yung naging move ng SBP to have really people dedicated to grassroots, no? So we have Coach Pat sa women's, and then we also have Coach Norman Black naman sa men's, no? So I think they're really looking at this na talaga, kasi ang tagal na nating problema yung ganito, no, na parang it's very funny, no, na parang may Filipino blood naman, but still we need to brand them as naturalized. Kahit pa sabihin mo, like let's say, sabi nga ni Kate kanina, si Vanessa De Jesus, wala siyang any other blood except Filipino, but we consider her as naturalized dahil nga dito sa issue ng passport. So yun, I think wala naman tayo magiging shortage ng mga prospects at this point. But yeah, definitely, if we're going to move forward with this, we just need to be, also, like, looking at kung ano ba yung ikabubuti ng national team natin. Of course, also, we still want to give equal opportunity to the players who are playing and growing up here in the Philippines, no? Of course, yun naman pa rin ang pinaka-goal natin. So, yeah, but definitely cash in looking at younger players to give them passports and play for the national team.
Absolutely agree. Mantakin nyo kung naisip natin yan many years ago, na isipin nyo na nabigyan natin ng passport si Jordan Clarkson, si Jalen Green, at ngayon itong mga naglalaro sa finals na si Dylan Harper at si Jared McCain. Imagine niyo na maging local lahat yan para maglaro sa ating bansa. This is the trend in world basketball, unfortunately or fortunately, wherever side you may be. And I think we just have to do it. It's a matter of, I guess, becoming a policy, not only in the SBP, but cooperating with perhaps the DFA, with perhaps the DOJ, as well as the immigration. So, again, kailangan sumabay. Kung yan ang ating but again, tama rin si Louie na sinasabing it does not mean na mawawala ng pagkakataon ng ating mga batang players na makatungtong sa national team. Kasi at the end of the day, it's still talent. It's still what you can bring to the national team that's important, not just your Philippine passport. All right, Kate and Louie, thank you so much. Meron ka daw babatiin, Louie, before we end?
Yeah, I just want to greet din po, happy birthday. Actually, even for Alex din today, no, she is celebrating her 21st birthday, so happy birthday, Alex. But sa family po, happy birthday po sa aking Tita Grace and Ate Friday. And of course, get well soon po sa aking lola na nanonood po ngayon sa hospital.
Uy, hope she get, okay naman, wala namang masama, Louie, ha, sa lola mo. We wish her all the best and speedy recovery. Kate, ikaw, may babatiin ka ba? Boyfriend o ano?
Binabati ko rin po yung relative ni Louie na may birthday, and get well soon po sa lola niya. And happy birthday, Alex!
Wow! Happy birthday! Ito pala si Kate. Yung asawa mo, hindi mo babatiin? Okay. Hindi kasi dati mong boyfriend, naging asawa na, diba? Ganun ka. Thank you so much, Kate Reyes and Luisa Morales for joining us today sa Casio Bash. Yan po mga kaibigan, ang ating mga kaibigan. Si Luisa, of course, is from One Sports at si Kate Reyes naman is from Spin.ph. Sundan niyo po ang kanilang mga sinusulat sa kanilang mga respective publications. Alright, bago tayo mag-break, mga kapatid, syempre, sumilip muna tayo sa ating mga viral videos at pop culture sa mundo ng palakasan sa Stop and Pop. Ang title po ng video natin ngayong umaga ay Odds Must Be Crazy. Di ba gods dapat yan? Odds Must Be Crazy. Panoorin niyo po itong video na to, ha? Di lang sa basketball, may trick shot. Pwede rin yan sa golf. Ba? Talaga, ha? Panoorin nyo itong magkaibigan na ito na sumubok niyan. Bigo si kuya sa blind putt. Pero, sa inis hinataw na lang ng malakas yung bola na bumanda sa puno at voila! Pasok! What are the chances? Kayo, anong greatest golf shots ninyo? Nako, si partner Jera. Malamang ganyan ang ginagawa ngayon. Na bumanda sa puno at pumasok. At yan din po ang ating Stop and Pop. Alright, when we return, we'll talk about the NBA with our correspondent from New Jersey, Alder Almo. And mamaya po, ang magamang Dondon at Ice Hontiveros live sa Power and Play. Hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo, Photon, Joyride at ng N Plus Gold. Ang oras po natin, 9:16 ng umaga. This time check is brought to you by Ultima and by M2 Veggie Drink. Drink your gulay.
I dare to dream big. To be a voice of my generation. To inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai's stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day. Plus data for all sites.
Simple, smart ako.
Ang True FM, totoong nasa kanan na po ng FM band sa 105.9. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Ang oras, 9:16.
Ang oras sa True FM ay hatid sa inyo ng
Fujidenzo Home and Commercial Appliances, where you get reliable, durable, and energy-saving products. Upgrade your home, upgrade your business with Fujidenzo. Quality above all.
Sunod-sunod na OT, kapit lang.
Kaya ko pa.
Tuloy-tuloy na biyahe, laban lang.
Kaya ko pa.
Patong-patong na projects, sige lang. Kaya ko pa. Ang liwanag na to, nasa loob mo. Pasiklabin with Cobra Energy Drink. May Immune Plus, B vitamins, taurine, ginseng at inositol. Kakayanin ang pagsubok sa tulong ng Cobra Energy Drink. Para sa amin, pag meron ka nito, wala kang talo. Ang liwanag na to, nasa loob mo. Pasiklabin with Cobra Energy Drink. Para sa amin, pag meron ka nito, wala kang talo.
Celebrate the lives of your fallen family heroes at Tahanan ng Alaala in Himlayang, Pilipino. We offer premium memorial service by providing 24 hours personalized customer care with flexible funeral and chapel accommodation packages. At Himlayang, Pilipino, we give honor to the heroes of your lives. For inquiries, you may contact us at 0968-896-4850 or 0917-713-5034 or visit us at www.himlayangpilipino.org.
Himlayang Pilipino.
Level up your experience with Bet88 Sports. Enjoy competitive odds and lots of free bets. Bet88, all your favorite sports, all in one place. Bet88, your ultimate playground.
Gambling is for 21 years old and above only. Gambling can be addictive. Know when to stop. Responsible gaming at pagcor.ph.
Sign up and play now at bet88.ph and get up to 8,888 pesos daily bonus. Bet88, your ultimate playground.
One force, on air and online. One commitment to Filipinos here and wherever in the world. One voice, adhering to the truth. Sama-samang nagpapakatotoo sa balita, sa kwento, sa serbisyo. Ito ang 105.9 True FM. Simulcast on True TV sa Signal Channel 19 and on TrueNetwork.ph. Laging true sa'yo, kapatid.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Power and Play with Com Noli Iyala.
Welcome back. At this point mga kapatid, gusto ko lang po magpasalamat muli sa lahat ng ating mga tagapagtaguyod po ng Power and Play. Lahat po nitong 8 taon na malapit na naman tayo mag-anniversary. So again, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. Unahin ko na po of course ang Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum sa ganitong babago-bagong panahon mga kapatid. Umuulan na, although mainit pa rin, kailangan natin na matibay at protektadong bubong. Dapat ang bubong ay yerong may aluminum. Kapag may aluminum tsak na matagalan at isa lang alam kong kalidad na yerong may aluminum, yan ang Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero. Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum.
Thank you!
Mileage Asia Corporation, roofing the nation with Cherry Loom, galvanizing the industry with Sumo brand GI sheets. Mileage Asia Corporation, Photon, empowering the Filipino business.
Thank you!
Kapag komportable ang biyahe, ang sarap mag-long trip at iyan ang hatid ng Photon vans tulad ng Photon Trans Van, Photon Trans Van HR, Photon Traveler X, Photon Traveler XL, Photon Tuano Executive. Turbo diesel ang makina, walang bitin sa lakas at hatak. Meron manual at automatic transmission, pang negosyo, pang barkada at pampamilya. Merong 5-year or 150,000 kilometer warranty, whichever comes first. Pumunta o tumawag sa pinakamalapit na Photon dealership sa inyong lugar.
Thank you!
Cherry Tigo, love your journey!
Thank you!
Cherry Auto Philippines has given motorists yet another reason to switch to its 7-seater all-new Tigo REV Luxury Edition SUV. The all-new Tigo REV LE has posted a best-in-class fuel efficiency rating of 84.28 kilometers per liter gasoline equivalent following a fuel eco run conducted by the DOE in 2025. According to the DOE test results, the Tigo REV LE topped its class among vehicles evaluated across plug-in hybrid, diesel, and gasoline categories. The Tigo REV LE has a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine. It offers a combined electric and hybrid driving range of up to 1,400 kilometers on a full tank and charge. Grabe, no? The model also comes equipped with multiple safety and driver assistance features, including advanced driver assistance systems, adaptive cruise control, and a 540-degree camera system. Own a 7-seater Cherry Tigo REV LE starting 1,548,000 pesos and visit your nearest Cherry Auto Philippines dealership and book a test drive today.
Thank you!
Joyride ang inyong bagong kasundo. Bawat lakad, bawat biyahe may Joyride na para sa iyo. Joyride MC Taxi para sa mabilisang solo rides. Joyride Car para sa komportable at affordable na car rides. Joyride Taxi Cab para sa convenient meter rides. At Joyride Super Taxi Airport Transfer para sa hassle-free airport trips mo. Always safe at affordable, mag-book na mga kasundo. Joyride, ang inyong bagong kasundo.
Thank you!
M2 Veggie Drink, drink your gulay.
Thank you!
Game on! Hydrate with M2 Veggie Drink packed with natural electrolytes from malunggay, okra, and ginger. It's gulay power in every sip, and yes, it's surprisingly delicious. Trusted by moms, loved by kids, perfect for school days, play days, and every day. Available at leading supermarkets and drugstores nationwide. Drink your gulay. Mag M2 Veggie Drink na. Follow M2's official social media accounts for more updates, promos, and healthy tips.
Thank you!
N Plus Gold, tanda ng pagmamahal. May bago tayong teammates sa Power and Play, ang N Plus Gold Adult Nutritional Powder Drink. Para sa bawat laban, powered ka with calcium, phosphorus, vitamin D3, essential nutrients for mobility and bone strength, at soy protein to support muscle development. N Plus Gold, tanda ng pagmamahal. Thank you! Ultima, vitamins and minerals with ginseng food supplement. Korean Panax Ginseng, Ultima. Thank you! Skin, your face and body anti-aging center with branches at Alabang Town Center and Green Hills San Juan. Skin. Thank you! And Smart, live more today. Thank you! Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng ating sponsors. All these 8 years ng Power and Play. Alright, well mga kapatid, just as an update, doon po sa laro ng NBA Game 3 ng Western Conference Finals, lumalamang po ang OKC Thunder sa kasalukuyan 43-42 with about 8:40 remaining in the first half. At para po pag-usapan pa ang masaya at very exciting na conference finals ng NBA, kasama po natin ngayon ang ating kaibigan mula sa heavy.com at Philippine Star, walang iba kundi si Alder Almo. Magandang umaga, Alder.
Magandang umaga dyan, Tom.
Good to have you back on the show. Are you in New Jersey, Alder?
Opo, nandito pa ako sa Jersey City ngayon, Tom.
Wow, nakakatuwa. Alam mo, let me begin with this. Dahil malapit ka dun sa New York, syempre, naramdaman mo yung yanig ng New York right now sa tuwa ng mga New York Knicks fans. They have up 2-0. Unang-una, ano bang mood sa New York, Alder? Marami bang sale dahil nananalo New York?
Grabe po, talagang nagpa-party sila right after game. As in, yung palibot po ng Madison Square Garden ay punong-puno po ng tao. Nakala mo parang may riot na kailangan ng National Guard para lang sila. At yan pa ay wala pa po sila sa finals, halfway through pa lang sila, may 2 wins na sila. So paano pa kaya pag pumasok na ulit sila sa finals? It's been like since 1999 na last na nakapasok sa finals ang New York Knicks.
And 1973 since their last championship.
Yeah.
Kaya pambihira kung talagang ito'y magkakatuluyan. And with the way they're playing, they have been 9 straight wins in the playoffs.
Yes.
Ang New York in an impressive way. And of course, their 2 losses. They lost by 1 point. It could have been a perfect record para sa kanila. What has been the most impressive part so far nitong 2-0 lead nila laban sa Cleveland Cavaliers?
Ang pinaka-impressive, of course, si Jalen Bronson. Kung paano siya, sa Game 1, sa scoring niya, pinapanalo ang Knicks 1-on-1 against James Harden. Ilang beses niyang pinuntiriya ng 4th quarter. Tapos nag-adjust siya nitong second game, ng Game 2, nung dino-double team, tinatrap siya, biniblitz siya nag-blitz ang Cleveland. Naging playmaker naman ang role niya. Kaya naging open si Josh Hart, na bumira ng 26 points playoff career high niya, at nagkaroon siya ng 14 assists. Yun ang pinaka-impressive so far sa series na to. Yung na-outduel na naman ni Jalen Bronson so far si Donovan Mitchell.
Saan mo ilalagay? Kung ilalagay mo sa hanay ng elite guard si Jalen Bronson, saan mo siya ilalagay currently? With the way he is playing at saka the way na siya ang nagiging leader nitong New York Knicks.
Sa East, siya na lang ngayon ang natitira na point guard talaga na Cade Cunningham, nag-flop siya, hanggang second round exit, muntik pa sila matalo ng first round. So far, si Jalen Bronson, and sa West, si Shea na lang. Actually, hindi naman siya talaga yung point guard ng OKC, but silang dalawa na lang halos ang guards na natitira na talagang top player sa NBA ngayon.
Malaking bagay yung nawalang kalamangan ng Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 1 at marami nagsasabi it's probably a hangover. Although lumaban sila in the beginning itong Game 2, but in the end kinapos na ng tuluyan. And when you look at their body language sa Alder, parang lugmok parang wala doon yung energy at saka yung kumpiyansa. Do you think we will see this kind of body language, or do you think ang Cleveland, who is 6-1 in the playoffs, I think, at home, do you think this will be a different team na makikita natin in Game 3?
It's hard to recover from yung psychological, para kang may PTSD na Nung kahit na lumabang ang Cleveland na malaki, parang nasa at the back of their minds na mahahabol sila ng Knicks na kahit na anong lamang nila kaya. Like nung game 2, Sam Merrill, siya yung, di ba, muntik nang nagpanalo. He was like 0 for 7 to start the game. Sa tres niya, makikita mo yung body language niya talaga na nakalugmok siya na his head is down talaga na. Yung mga role players na inaasahan ng Cleveland para tulungan si James Harden at Donovan Mitchell, hindi sila nag-deliver. At nung second half, si Evan Mobley, wala masyadong ginawa. Halos, I think he was scoreless in the second half.
Well, another guy, of course, na, again, many eyes are on him, ay si James Harden, na alam naman natin ang kasaysayan pagdating sa playoffs. Marami nagsasabi that nawawala. He disappears, nagiging invisible man si James Harden pagdating sa playoffs. Not so much yung kaya niya bang gumawa ng scoring, but the impact. We know that inatake siya ng New York, and that was an open secret that they were hunting James Harden. Do you think that James Harden is going to still be impactful dito sa series ito?
I don't think kasi parang basa na siya ng New York Knicks eh. And at the same time, sinabi nga ni Mike Brown after game 1 na nung nasa Golden State sila, alam nila na mapapagod si James Harden kasi siya yung nagdadala ng bola. So, hinayaan nilang siya yung dribble para mapagod pagdating ng fourth quarter. At alam naman natin yung depensa niya, he's not really that good or above average defender. Pero si Kenny Atkinson, sabi niya, he still trusts James Harden. Kasi siya daw isa sa mga magaling na ISO defenders nila. Kumbaga pinapalakas loob ni Kenny Atkinson. Although alam naman natin, ng outside Cleveland, alam na ng lahat na hindi talaga magiging effective defender si James Harden. At trinay nilang itago si James Harden itong game 2. But still, yung mga iba namang players ng Knicks, yung mga supporting cast naman ni Jalen Bronson ang pumatay dito sa Cleveland.
And talagang, bagamat short rotation, makikita mo talagang the bench has been playing very well para sa New York Knicks compared, at least, especially in Game 2, compared to the Cleveland camp. So malalaman natin yan tomorrow ang magiging Game 3 nitong series ito. But right now, sabi nga natin, ang naglalaro po ay ang San Antonio at saka ang OKC kung saan tabla din ang series yan. And it has been a magnificent series. Double overtime in game number 1 and then of course a close one in game number 2. So Alder, sabi nila 73% of the time yung nananalo ng game number 3 in a tied series 1-1 in a best of 7 ang nananalo ng seryeng iyon. So this is a very critical game. Right now lamang ang OKC, although nagsimula sila very slowly. 15-0 ang score dito. Do you think that let me rephrase it. Ang San Antonio has had the best record against OKC dito sa season na to. Why does San Antonio match up so well dito sa OKC?
Of course, Victor Wembanyama. Wala silang panapat kay Victor Wembanyama. Although nandun si Isaiah, medyo in-slow down niya nung game 2, but still, it's hard to stop Victor Wembanyama in a 7-game series. And ngayon bumalik pa si Fox and Harper, naglaro ulit si Harper, although yun yung isa sa medyo tinitingnan natin ngayon dito kung paano sila magre-respond dun sa galing sila sa injury. At the same time, sa kabila naman, alam na natin tong OKC, kumbaga sanay na sila, you can never discount the heart of a champion, sabi nga ni Pat Riley. So it's really hard. Si Roddy Tomjanovich yata yung nagsabi na talagang etong OKC, their championship team experience at yung depth nila, kaya nilang, they were the best team in the West, in the whole league, na wala si Jalen Williams for the majority of the season. So they know how to win, and it's going to be close. I don't think, ang hirap sabihin na yung Spurs kasi first time nila dito, but they have Victor Wembanyama na I think he's on trajectory to become the GOAT, or if not the GOAT, one of the GOATs.
Oo, talagang napakaganda ng ipinakita niya, lalong-lalo ng game number 1, 40 and 20 game, bihirang-bihira po yan. And you'll never know kung ano makukuha mo pag nandiyan si Victor Wembanyama. But he was bothered in Game 2 with the physicality ni Isaiah Hartenstein. And maraming nagsalita, nagkomentaryo sa napaka-physical na hindi daw tinatawag ng mga referees. What is the thinking around the league, Alder, sa tingin mo about the way it was called in Game 2? And do you think magbabago ang tawagan dito as we move forward?
I don't think magbabago yung tawagan because alam natin Spurs and OKC, they're one of the top 2 defensive teams in the league. And talagang it's playoff basketball hindi nila tatawagan yung talagang kahit na alam mong banggaan, hinahayaan ng mga refs. And they let the players decide the game instead of calling fouls. Lalo daming nagrereklamo, hindi naman nagrereklamo but pumupuna lalo sa mga pagpa-flop ng OKC, lalo na kay Shea. But I don't think na babaguhin pa nila yung the way they call this series because it's so tight, it's so physical at alam nila na may advantage talaga si Victor Wembanyama kung hindi pipisikalin siya ng OKC.
Back-to-back MVP si SGA and he is still leading the charge kontra ng San Antonio. Between the two, alam natin na these are two probably of the best players in the NBA today and maybe the brightest stars of the future. At alam natin na patanda na ng patanda yung mga mukha ng NBA katulad ni LeBron, ni Steph at ni Kevin Durant. Between the two, ni SGA at saka ni Wemby, who do you think is has a bigger future to become the face ng NBA in the coming years?
I think it's Victor. It's very clear. Saka in-acknowledge niya, hindi siya tumatakbo alike nung kay sina Ja Morant na Anthony Edwards pag tinatanong sila if they want to become the next face of the NBA. Parang nonchalant sila or dina-downplay nila. But Victor, he's really embracing that. At alam, pag napapanood mo yung mga interviews niya kung talagang sobrang passionate niya at gusto niya talaga yung role na to. At nung natalo siya ng MVP kay SGA, sinabi din niya na isa yun sa motivation niya ng Game 1.
Well, aabangan natin, nasusundan natin itong conference finals na to. In the meantime, there are a lot of other news going around in the NBA as we go into the off-season. Ang drafting ay malapit na. Free agency is also around the corner. And one of the biggest free agency questions is Giannis Antetokounmpo, Alder. Maraming nababasa tayo ng mga nanliligaw para makuha ang services ni Giannis who has openly expressed na gusto niya nang lumipat. What is the latest sa mga trade rumors ni Giannis or at least yung free agency rumors niya?
Yeah, nung inintroduce si Taylor Jenkins as their new head coach kapalit ni kay Doc Rivers, sinabi ng co-owner nila na they will decide before the draft kung pipirma ng extension, kung tatanungin nila talaga si Giannis kung ano yung plano niya, kung pipirma siya ng extension. If not, they're going to trade him. Yun yung sinabi niya. Either he signs the extension or we will trade him. Yun ang sinabi niya noon, Com. So far, Com, ang mga nababalita dito, ang Miami Heat ang isa sa mga front runners kasi sila din talaga yung isipan talaga ng Milwaukee nung trade deadline nung inoffer nila sina Khalil Ware, si Tyler Hero, saka yung mga draft picks nila. And so far, Com, sila yung may talagang kasi gusto ng pag magre-rebuild kasi ang Milwaukee, gusto nila na may young cornerstone which is Ware at mid-prime si Tyler Hero at plus picks. Unlike yung mga ibang teams like Golden State, they have the picks but wala silang player na prime like Jonathan Kuminga sana noon pero na-trade na. Like Lakers, Minnesota, yung Boston Celtics, wala silang ma-offer kundi mga win-now players din.
Well, of course, marami pa yan na gustong makuha. And who wouldn't? Dahil sobrang pambihira itong si Giannis, of course. But we will also follow that. Another free agent that is coming up, of course, is the King, LeBron James. Na alam naman natin, hindi na pumirma nung kanyang extension sa Los Angeles. And now he's talking about his future. Ano ang latest kay LeBron? Do you think that this guy is still going to play? And saan siya maglalaro? Saan ang next destination ni LeBron James?
I believe he's going to play pa one more season, Com. Sinabi na niya sa Mind Game podcast niya, it was recently uploaded, na sabi niya, he will wait until August, ang sinabi niya. Ngayon, medyo tumaas ang kilay ng mga insiders dito at commentators na bakit hanggang August July ang free agency. Para bang sinasabi ni Lebron na gusto niya muna makita yung mga teams, kung sino yung alam niyang mag-fit sa kanya. Or although alam naman natin na kahit anong team na pupunta niya mag-fit siya kasi he's a LeBron James. But I think I don't think na parang binabuy time niya or nagbibigay siya ng parang subtle threat sa Lakers na kapag hindi kayo bumuo ng championship contender, baka pumirma siya sa iba. So, ito lang kung sinabi niyang August, until August, that means halos ubus na siguro ang salary cap ng mga teams by the time kasi free agency is July 1. June 30, July 1 ang start. So, until August, so that means veterans minimum ang pipirmahan niya or mid-level exception.
Wow. Pero, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Alder.
Pero, may sinabi si Brian Windhorst ng ESPN na Lakers will not wait until August for LeBron to decide. So, he has to decide before June 30 para alam ang gagawin ng Lakers sa kanilang cap space. Kasi pwede nilang i-resign si Austin Reeves. At the same time, they will still have around 50 million depende kung si Marcus Smart and DeAndre Ayton will pick up their player options. But if not, they will have almost 50 million in cap space na pwede nilang panghabol sa mga free agents.
Of course, LeBron has also said na he does not want to go to a rebuilding team. Sabi niya, wala na siyang panahon para dyan. So again, he will be looking for a team that will be contending. At obviously, ang Lakers is one of them. But we'll never know kung ano pa ang pwedeng puntahan ni LeBron James. Abangan din natin yan. There are other teams that are looking to build dahil nga they were in that spot. Kagaya ng Minnesota, they were in that spot that they could have contended but they said that they will be more aggressive sa pagkuha ng pangdagdag para lumakas ang team nila. Sino pa sa tingin mo among the teams in the NBA ang nando sa ganong sitwasyon na may pressure to really rebuild dito sa off-season, Alder?
To contend,
yes.
Of course, yung mga natalo, Boston, Minnesota, Philadelphia, sa West, Denver Nuggets.
Yes.
They're really disappointed na hindi sila umabot ng conference finals man lang. Sa Golden State Warriors, because sa pagbalik ni Steve Kerr, it's a signal na they're really going to pursue na bigyan na magandang exit si Stephen Curry that they want to contend in his last few years in the league.
Well, at the moment, lamang po ang OKC 54-49 sa kanilang laban kontra San Antonio Spurs in the first half. Alder, abangan natin ang mga kaganapan pa sa NBA. Thank you so much for joining us and updating us sa latest sa NBA. We look forward to more of your articles sa Philstar and of course sa heavy.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Com. Thank you for having me.
Mga kaibigan, ang ating kaibigan po si Alder Almo live from Jersey City. And alright, well, right now mga kapatid, bago natin ipasok ang ating huling guest sa ating show, magbalik tanaw muna tayo sa ating mga ilang bahagi ng kasaysayan this week in sports history. May 17, 1964 o 62 years ago, binukas ang pinakaunang coffee at donut shop ng Tim Hortons sa Ontario. Sa mga di po pamilyar, ang sikat na coffee shop ay binuksan ng National Hockey League player na si, you guessed it right, Tim Horton. Pumanaw sa car crash ang dating hockey professional noong 1974. Sa kabila nito, nagpatuloy ang paglago ng Timmy's at nasa higit 6,000 na nga ang branches nito worldwide. Tim Hortons opens first coffee and donut shop this week in sports history. Wow, grabe no? Yung Tim Hortons hockey player pala yan ha. Ngayon, alam nyo na. And you heard it dito sa Power and Play. Alright, at this point mga kapatid, it's time to bring in our next guest and we are truly honored na makasama siya sa ating feature at siya ang ating ilalagay sa In the Spotlight. Alright mga kapatid, at this point, hindi na natin kailangan patagalin pa to. Ang ating pong ilalagay sa In the Spotlight ngayong umaga, and we're very, very happy to have both of them here today. Alam niyo po, matagal na nating hinahangaan ito at ngayon, kasama na niya ang anak. Kung meron pong LeBron James at Bronny James sa NBA, meron din ang MPBL na version na yan. Ang Hontiveros father and son tandem, Don, the legend Hontiveros, and of course, ang kanyang anak na si Ice Hontiveros. Magandang umaga, Don, and Ice.
Magandang umaga, Com.
Naku, nakakatuwa.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, thank you. Alam mo, kaya ako kayo talagang hinanting. You know, I've been seeing so many reports about you and your game and the way kayo naglalaro pa sa Cebu Greats. Again, mga kapatid, hindi po si Dondo narito dahil naglalaro siya sa San Miguel o sa... He's playing sa Cebu Greats ng MPBL. And right now, Cebu Greats is doing very well. They're 6-2.
6-2.
6-2 ang record nila sa MPBL and they're right there in the contention sa South Division. So, hindi po ito parang laro-laro lang. They're seriously contending para sa MPBL season. And Ice, welcome to the show.
Thank you po. Thank you po.
Alam mo, unahin ko na siguro dito, Don. Marami nagtatanong, what made you decide to go back to professional sports?
Well, unemployed na. No, it's really for the love of the game, Com. I was invited last year after I lost, or I would say redirection. And yun na, tinry nila si Ice and I was asked to be an assistant to Coach Junti Valenzuela. Then during the playoffs, sabi ko, boss, baka pwede maglaro kasi na-condition niya. Hindi pala pwede kasi I haven't played a single game. So during off-season, in-invite ako maglaro and then slowly na balik yung konting condition. But syempre, maraming invitations, Com. And yun, Don, baka pwedeng mag-father and son kayo. So thank you, Uncle Sam and Boss John Santos for the opportunity.
Alam mo, nakita kami ni Junti sa Bacolod a few months ago para doon sa Sugar Tea and well, he never mentioned to me about ikaw Don, no? But anong pakiramdam doon? Matagal ka na-retire, public service ka, bumalik ka sa basketball in the MPBL and we know that it's hindi ito madali.
Physical.
Anong pakiramdam physically para sa iyo? Ano ba?
Well,
ibang-iba ba ngayon?
Ibang-iba.
May konting kaedad ka na, may konting edad ka na.
Mapipil talaga ako kasi after ng game, maramdaman mo eh. Unlike before, after a game, pwede ka pang mag-workout, pahinga lang sandali, but yun nga, ang maganda naman sa management, naintindihan nila na I don't have to really practice the whole time. I mean, pag may invitations, basta lang dapat present si Ice.
siya pala ang siya pala ang collateral.
Pero really, it's, again, for the love of the game, nag-enjoy. And yun din, nakikita ko rin kay Ping. Actually, I was telling Ping, 4 years na lang, makalaro mo na si Mick.
Oh, wow.
He has an 18 or 17-year-old son, athletic din.
Wow.
So, naisip din niya.
Ice, ilang taon ka na, Ice?
24 po.
24. And of course, you played college ball as well?
Apo.
Oo. How does it feel na makasama mo ang father mo? Sabi ko nga, LeBron and Bronny, ngayon Don and Ice. Anong pakiramdam? Playing with your dad?
Surreal feeling po na in a way parang blessing. Although sometimes parang nakakapikon sa practice. may nagagalit sa'yo, tapos may coaches.
Hindi lang sa practice, pati pa uwi ko.
Ganun ba? May ganun pa rin. Tuloy-tuloy ang usapan.
Tapos traffic pa yun. Pa uwi.
In other words, hanggang bahay na pag-uusapan niya. But did you ever think mangyayari to? Did you ever dream? Nung ikaw ay nagtatapos ng college, ball mo, career mo, ang daddy mo, alam mo, retired na. He was already a public servant. Did you even think na, baka one day mapasahan ako ng daddy ko? Ganun ba yun?
Actually, parang months ago ko lang na-digest yung mismong idea
talaga
na...
nag-sink in?
Oo, parang burn nga na experience. So yeah, parang di ko talaga naisip.
How is the dynamics between the two of you? You're also a playing assistant coach doon. You're also a teammate niya. Paano ang dynamics nun? I mean, do you, kagaya na sinasabi niya, pagkasabihan mo ba siya, ikaw ba ay sasabihan niya, mali yung pwesto mo? Paano nangyayari?
Makikinig lang po ako doon.
Ikaw nakikinig ka lang doon, ikaw?
Nag-improve na po yung pagiging patient ko. The first few years, really, I was really hard on him. Even nung nag-retire ako, tapos may mga commercial league sa Cebu, nakalaro na siya kasi kakagraduate niya lang yata sa high school. Then we were even invited doon sa Dayo Series. Kami yung first tournament champion under Chase Tawarans, kung saan siya nag-MVP. Kasama kami doon. But yun nga, I was really hard on him kasi gusto ko nga na makapag-professional and hopefully a chance for me to play with him. Pero yun, I was really hard on him. Pero ngayon, mas light.
Mas relax na. Mas relax na.
Mas relax na.
How much of a factor was Ice sa iyong desisyon makabalik?
Malaking factor talaga.
Malaking factor yun.
Kasi yun nga, when I was asked last year, then sabi nila gusto din namin tingnan si Ice. So syempre, ayoko na mag-base sila based on my name. Gusto ko rin i-try nyo si Ice. Hindi naman talaga agad nila ginamit si Ice last year. Unti-unti lang. Tapos nakita ko, okay, may improvement. So, yun. Yun nga, binigyan kami ng opportunity ni Uncle Sam and Boss John Santos. So, grateful talaga kami sa opportunity.
Do you play the same position, Ice?
Hindi pa.
Hindi naman.
Ako po yung tagapasa ng...
Yan,
ako po yung tagahanap ng...
Pero alam mo na sino yung malaki sweldo ko. No? Kasi siya tagapasa.
Yun pa rin trabaho niya, shooter pa rin. Ako lang nagtagahanap.
Ikaw ang facilitator. Ikaw lang ang siguradong mag-set up para sa daddy mo. But ano ang mga invaluable tips na nakukuha mo sa dad mo? Not necessarily on your style, but maybe just generally with a basketball opportunity like this in a career.
He focuses on work ethic and attitude towards what you're doing talaga. So, like, gusto niya na if you're gonna do something or you're trying to do something, at least do it 100%. Yun yung mga ini-instill niya na values sa akin. So,
alam mo naman na kung gaano kalaking legend, hindi lalong-lalo sa Cebu, no? But I guess in Philippine basketball si Don, no? Is it difficult to play under his shadows?
Dati siguro nung bata kasi iniisip ko parang pressure and all. Pero ngayon, like, I respect his legacy and like, hindi ko iniisip yung hinahabol ko yung sa kanya kasi parang yun lang, parang mawawalan lang yung legacy ko for me. So parang nire-respect ko yung sa kanya pero ako rin at the same time parang bubuo rin ako ng sarili ko.
Assess your son, Don, in terms of, I guess, his strengths right now as a player, as a teammate, and also areas na he can still focus on.
Well, of course, part naman talaga yung growing.
Ingat ka daw, baka daw mamaya ikaw naman si tahin niya. Ingat ka sa sasabihin mo.
Na-mention na niya, I think the work ethic kailangan talaga i-improve pa. Yun naman talaga yung kailangan ng isang player. Maraming nandyan sa PBA or whatever because of their attitude, their work ethic. And they're very coachable. And yun, syempre ngayon maraming distraction. Pero a lot to improve, may potential talaga. And yun nga, grateful lang talaga sa opportunity na I get to play with him every day. Mabantayan natin.
Na practice, lalo na sa practice, matindi yun. Ikaw naman, Ice, what do you want to copy sa career at ng style ng game ng dad mo?
Copy siguro yung influence towards like, let's say yung sa Cebu community na lahat ng bata kahit saan like makikita siya, respeto. So like, yun yung parang gusto ko na influence na makapag-inspire ako ng like the next generation or the youth.
Yeah, well, obviously si Don, his influence extends beyond the borders of Cebu in Philippine basketball at alam naman natin na nagawa niya lalong-lalo na sa national team. Don, let's talk about Cebu Greats. Sabi nga natin, in contention right now. Dalawang talo lamang kayo. One of them against a very tough San Juan Knights, of course, no?
Iniwasan ko talaga hindi ako
naglaro. Iniwasan mo talaga maglaro doon. May iniwasan ka pala mga laro, ha?
Ang babato.
Mahirap. Are you afraid of that? Yung mga injuries na ganyan?
Hindi naman. Injuries, no, hindi. Pero really is iba yung lakas, mga kasabayan.
But what has been the key to your early success ng Cebu Greats? Ano tingin mo?
Aside from...
Kasi nakikita ko yung lineup nyo eh.
Yeah.
Marami kayong mga ex-PBA na mga naglalaro. You have Brian Heruela, Paul Desiderio, Ron Denison, si CJ Payawal, Simon Camacho, and of course si JR Kinyan. It's a very formidable lineup. No? So, what has been key to you?
Well, I guess yun nga, yung mga veterans and the young guys nag-adapt sa system ni Coach Aldrin. Well, si Coach Junti naman pwede namang bumalik anytime. But really, it's nag-adapt sa gusto mangyari ng management and coaching staff. And I guess also with the schedule. Maganda yung
So
naging
far.
schedule
So
namin
far.
so far.
Oo,
Kasi
so
by
far.
July yata, yun na yung
Mabigat.
mabigat.
Sunod-sunod na mga
sunod-sunod na yun.
Oo.
So doon talaga malalaman hanggang anong makaya ng Cebu Greats pagdating namin ng July.
So tingin mo ba, Ice, yung role mo dito sa Cebu Greats has been perfect for you? Do you think even the style ng Cebu Greats is something that is making you enjoy playing basketball more?
First of all, yeah, enjoy po siya kasi like, hindi lang kay Papa yung knowledge na nakukuha ko on defense. So like, ngayon po parang in-imagine ko sarili ko as a sponge kasi ang rami kong pwedeng ma-take in the knowledge and the experience from the guys I'm with every day.
You're talking about guys that are with you every day. What about the competition? Anong pinakamalaking natututunan mo sa competition?
Pataas ng pride ng mga tao. Na-realize ka, ayaw magpatalo po talaga eh. Pero I mean, that's what you want in a player. So,
gaano kahirap maglaro sa MPBL doon compared, I guess to the PBA and even when you were already out and just playing mga laro-laro. How is the MPBL?
Well, it's different, no? Alam natin different yung PBA, but yun nga, ang maganda din ko, nagkapaglaro ako ng mga panalay para alam ko yung mga pisikalan yung hindi natatawagan ng foul para hindi ka na makapag-adjust sa MPBL. Pero yun nga, fast-paced. And ang maganda, alam ko kung ilang minutes lang yung malalaro ko. So
meron kang minutes limitation sa'yo?
Hindi naman limitation. Parang alam ko, after kay Paul, ako na yung next.
Okay.
Tapos babalik na si Paul. So hintay na rin ako. Pero pag gusto ko na tuloy-tuloy yung laro ni Paul kasi gusto ko
nakapasok
para relax lang ako.
Relax ka muna doon. How long do you plan to do this? Well, ito ba one and done para sa iyo or anong nakikita mo? Lalong-lalo na sa sinasabi ng katawan mo, 'di ba?
Well, ngayon nakikita ko parang one and done. This year nakikita ko kasi mahirap pag mag-50 na tayo kumla.
Oo nga eh. Ayaw mo ba mag-record? Ayaw mo ba talunin yung record ni Coach Sunny?
Coach Sunny is 52, right?
Oo, para mga ganun eh.
Pero
Over 50.
ewan ko kung makaya natin yun. Pero yun nga, I've really been taking good care of my body, fasting.
You look in great shape.
And working out. Pero pagdating talaga after a game na mararaman, nga pala, no? Pero kasi sayang yung mga invitations ko, so I get to say yes to that also.
Okay, I guess this is a question that I have to ask. What about your political career? Yan ba ay itutuloy mo pa? May plano ka pa ba? Or one and done na rin yan?
Pero I take this opportunity also sa mga tao na nagtiwala sa akin when I serve Cebu City and there was a chance of being the vice mayor, but grateful of the opportunity, and I guess being redirected also na balik yung bonding ko with Ice and also passion of the game. Pero if there's another opportunity, malalaman namin yan next year. Pero grateful ako sa mga tao na nagbigay sa akin opportunity to serve them for 6 years.
Ice, are you okay with your dad continuing to play? With your papa continuing to play basketball, and being your teammate as long as he can?
As long as masaya siya and like yun yung gusto niya talaga gawin, and it's not like an outside noise na parang napipilitan na siya. It's like what he really wants. Of course.
Hindi, your assessment. With the way he's playing, his condition, kayang-kaya ba?
Yeah, kaya pa.
Kaya pa. Hindi dahil papa mo yan,
No bias. Kaya pa. Sobrang disiplinado.
Ang maganda din ko, pagpunta namin ng game, relax lang ako. Siya yung driver.
Ako yung kailangan mag-ano ng traffic So.
Sports or politics para sa papa mo? Sports. At the end of the day, it's still bonding. Kasama mo siya. And a teammate as well. Well, I wish you all the best, Don.
Thank you.
Nice with the Cebu Greats.
Thank you po.
Alam ko na marami ka napasaya by playing again, and a lot of people are looking forward to seeing you play once more. Abangan nyo po si Dondon at si Ice Hontiveros, Cebu Greats ng MPBL. Marami pa mga laro yan, abangan natin yan. But in the meantime, alam mo, kasama natin po si Dondon din dahil siya rin po ang ating sports royalty na makakasama natin sa This or That ngayon pong araw na ito. Meron tayong mga naitanong sa kanya tungkol po sa This or That, kaya siguro diretsuhin na natin sa kanya kung ano ang mga sagot ni Dondon Hontiveros ngayon po sa This or That, hatid sa inyo ng M2 Veggie Drink. Don, ito, unahin ko na. Basketball noon o basketball ngayon?
Basketball noon.
Basketball noon ba? Prime San Miguel o Prime Alaska Aces?
Because with San Miguel, I was tasked to guard the best players. So Prime San Miguel.
Prime SMB. Dondon's era o Ice Basketball Generation?
Sorry Dong, but Dondon's era.
Mas mahigpit na Dondon as a teammate o mas mahigpit as a father?
Siyempre, as a father tayo.
As a father. And finally, malunggay o okra?
Malunggay.
Malunggay. Alright mga kapatid. At ang yan po mga sagot ni Dondon live dito sa show. At mga kapatid, ang maswerteng winner natin na nakakuha ng maraming sagot. Ha? Tingnan na nga natin, meron na ba tayo? Ayan po yung mga sagot again ni Dondon Hontiveros. Ay ang nanalo po ay si Art Castro mga kapatid ha. Congratulations kay Art Castro. May gift pack ka mula perfect score. Ba? Pambira ha. May gift packs ka mula sa M2 Veggie Drinks. Ipadala lang ang inyong contact details sa Facebook Messenger ng PNP at hintayin ang detalye kung paano nyo makukuha ang inyong panalo. Again, congratulations. Ito po ay hatid sa inyo ng M2 Veggie Drink. Drink your gulay. Ang susunod nating guest athlete ay ang Gilas prospect na si Elizabeth Means na ating na-interview dito sa Power and Play. Alright, bago po tayo magtapos, ang ating mga Joyride winners ngayong araw pong ito, AJ De Ramos, Verna Lopango, Jessica Gunda, Pauline Makarasig, and Danica Bautista. Congratulations sa inyong lahat mula sa Joyride Super App. Don, Ice, thank you so much. At magkita-kita po tayo uli next week mga kapatid dito po sa inyong paboritong kasalo tuwing Sabado. Lagi nating sinasabi, bawal ang masungit at sa lahat po ng ating gawain, ad maiorem Dei gloriam, all for the greater glory of God. Kami po ang 1PH Teleservisyo para sa Pilipino. Susunod na po ang inay ko po. Happy Sports Weekend mga kapatid! More power and more play!
Sa kapwa ko Pilipino, ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko, para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at huwag magpatalo, ipagdiwang natin ang Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulot, sumbe, sibay, lakay, paniga. Sama-samang pakita ang galing natin katropa. Sa kapwa ko Pilipino.
Power and Play was brought to you by Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Cherry Tigo, love your journey. Photon, empowering the Filipino business. Joyride, ang inyong bagong kasundo. And N Plus Gold, tanda ng pagmamahal.
Halina't makinig, talakayin natin ang larong gusto mo. Pag-usapan natin, ibida ang hilig ng bawat Pilipino na merong taglay na galing. Bangon na, Power and Play na, bangon na.
Buong pagmamalaki naming binabati ang Queen of FM Radio. Nagdaog na naman si DJ Chacha bilang Best Female Radio DJ sa Pagdasig 2026 Communication and Media Students' Choice Awards. Daghang